Hey everyone, welcome to Heavy Metal Customs. Today we're going to be working on our hood. We had this prepped and I painted it and I made, like I said in the previous video, a real rookie mistake. I had sanded my primer off of spots where I had my body filler. And as you can see, it bled through and made ugly spots in my paint. Yeah, I know you can see them. You see these really good. And that's what that caused by. Didn't have no primer there, and I painted over it. That was pretty stupid. But hey, that's all right. I am not stressing it. This gives me opportunity to do a little bit more to this hood. What we're going to do is sand this down really well, especially them spots, get them plumb down there again, and get some primer on them. Then we'll take that primer, get it sanded out smooth without taking it off this time. And instead of taking the intruder purple and just trying to paint and blend that in, what we're going to do is lay out a flame pattern that really I think is going to blend in really nice with this hood and this purple. I have some paint over there. Lord, I've had it forever. It's a mix that I used to use for some airbrushing. Now it's got two different types of purple and a blue pearl with metallic. So I think this makes some pretty wicked flames. They're not going to be over the top, but they're going to be subtle and they're going to be nice. So let's get to this. And like I say, the first thing we're going to do is do some sanding and get them spots ready for some primer. I got my DA ready. I got some 220 on there. I think that'll be good enough to do this. Alright, we got her sanded down. As you see, I sanded it down till I could see primer, or the edges of primer. Now we're going to get this taped up and re-primed. Alright guys, I got her all primered. And now I decided I did not want to tape it. I didn't want that hard tape edge look. You know, sometimes it's really hard to sand out. But primed up really well, and the primer is actually really smooth when you rub your hand across it. So what I'm going to do is basically go over this whole hood one more time. I think I'll hit it with some 2000. That should get all that primer overspray off of it, and then we'll see what it looks like after that. Well, that 2000 is not going to cut it, unless I'm going to stand here and sand for 10 hours. Alright, grab the DA, put some 1000 on here. I think that'll do the trick for us. Let's see. Alright, well that 1000 done the trick. That thing's really smooth when you rub your hand across it, even though it doesn't look like it. Guys, this gives you a good idea of how rough the paint was, even after I water sanded it some. Then I found in bad spots it stopped. You see how the primer's down in all the little crevices where that purple was. And now I've got it all sanded out with 1000. It's really smooth to the touch. So the next thing to do is take the hood over, wash it real good, and we need to get it wiped down and repaint the whole hood with the purple. Then we'll get into doing our flames. Alright guys, got some more paint on the hood. If the camera will focus in. Camera got a mind of its own day, sorry guys. But anyway, we got more paint on the hood, so we're gonna let this sit in the booth overnight and dry and cure. And then as soon as I can, we'll get it out here and lay us some flames on it and get that part rolling. Alright guys, this is sit in the booth overnight and dry. So I think it's pretty safe to go ahead and taper up and get our flame patterns laid out. And once again, this may not be how the big time professionals do it, but this is how I do it. I use some of this green 3M tape. Basically what I'm going to do, give me a control line. Alright, so our flame's going to be basically in the area right through here. I've got a hand drawing. Generalized, something along these lines right here. Of course it won't be yellow, but that's what I have. Let's see if we can get this laid out and drawn out and get it cut out correctly. Alright, got it all taped up where we need it. So let's go ahead and if we draw us out some flames. Like I said before, this is just freehand stuff. No templates and big measurements and all that jazz. Just get it here and sort of have some fun with it. Alright, as you can see, I got it all drawn out on there. And for some of you people that do this, you're thinking, wow, the outside flame is opposite of what it should be. And yeah, I done that on purpose because the blue will be in here, of course, and in these flame tips and so on and so forth. Come out here, it'll be on the inside of these flame tips. So the effect we're going to get is a blue flame inner, and it will look like the purple was a flame coming onto the blue. So that's what I'm going for. It's kind of cool dual effect. But let me grab my razor knife and get all this cut out, and we'll see what we have to work with. And I'll just be using a basic little razor knife. As a matter of fact, the reason I like these little things here is they got the breakaway blades, so you can get a nice sharp tip when you're doing something like this. How you do it, see the serrations right there? Take you like a pair of pliers like I've got here. Well, get out there. Yep. The pliers are magnetic. Now I've got a fresh tip to start with. Alright, without applying a whole lot of pressure, basically I'm just going to come in here. Just like coloring, try to stay within the lines. Alright guys, I finally got her all cut out. And to me, looks like it turned out pretty good. Let's say we'll fill all that in with blue. And I actually added a little center section. I thought we'd give it a kick. Tell me what y'all think, but I like it. Well, cool. Well, let's clean this off one more time. Get us some paint mixed up and get at it. Alright guys, got the hood on. So she's ready to rock and roll. I'm fixing to mix up some paint and get the blue on this and see how that's going to look. Alright guys, got the blue sprayed down on there. Quite a contrast with that blue. Did have a couple little what I call edge peels. The tape seemed to snap up some of the paint. That ain't that bad. So what I think I'm going to do, I mean I'm okay with this right here. and I really need to get this whole car cleared. I'm gonna go ahead and clear this thing. Later on I can come back with a nice brush and mix me up some paint and just outline around this flame pattern to clean it up a little bit. And all in all, didn't look bad. Pretty wicked little design on there, sort of just adds a little kick to the old car. Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and get everything tack ragged again where I've had my arms on it, pulling the tape off, and do a quick clean and get to shooting some clear. Alright guys, put that clear on that hood. And I have to say that didn't turn out bad at all. That blue is quite a contrast, isn't it? Of course when it's outside in the sun, you should be able to see some of the metal flake in there. Trying to get y'all a good look at it. But yeah, they should really kick it up a notch. I don't know about y'all, but I really like that. Even the little center pattern that I put in there. Yeah, it turned out pretty wicked. Well guys, let's go wrap this one up. That's basically how I do flames. Like I say, a lot of people do them different. That's the way I do. I would like to come later on when I get a chance and buy me a real nice brush. Like I say, outline that, maybe mix some of this purple and some of the blue together, and I think that would be a wicked little touch. But right now, it is what it is, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Guys, appreciate you watching the video. Hope y'all enjoyed that. If you would, throw me down some comments, good comments, I appreciate it. If you're able, hit us up on Patreon, and please, like, share, and subscribe. Again, thanks for watching and everything y'all do. I really do appreciate it. And until the next one, hope that y'all have a fantastic day.